Welcome back, everybody. The topic of Zoran Mamdani creeps into our conversation, and it certainly has recently because of the what seems to be inevitability that he's going to become New York City's next mayor. Well, a warning to New Yorkers because he is catching some heat for a meeting that he took with a pretty radical imam there in Brooklyn, Siraj Wahhaj. So this guy is known for being a radical Muslim who was investigated back in '93 for alleged ties to the World Trade Center bombings. Now, Mamdani responded to the opposition and stated that he was only facing criticism because of his race. John, I don't think that's the case because I think New Yorkers are ultra sensitive to anyone who has ties to an Islamic bomber, and I'm pretty sure that it has nothing to do with the color of his skin.
Yeah, keep in mind that this imam was named by the U.S. attorney, as an unindicted co-conspirator in the case, in a letter that was given to the court. So this is a guy that the government thought had some role in that horrible tragedy that predated 9/11. I think there's going to be another thing that's going to come out in these final few weeks of the election. You got three giant socialists running in three big cities in America: Seattle, Minneapolis, and New York. And we're going to have a good story on this tomorrow. All three have new tax policies that when people learn what they are, they're going to go bonkers. Mamdani says he's got a race tax. He wants to tax white people more than brown people. That's his words, not mine. The leading mayoral candidate in Seattle, excuse me, she wants to tax apartment and home renters if they don't rent their homes fast enough. You'll pay a tax for not renting your home quick enough, meaning you don't take a good deal or you don't take the deal you want, you're going to get taxed for not renting your home, which is your property. Those are sort of the ideas that these socialists are having. It's redistribution of wealth. And I think that's going to be the next phase of vetting Mamdani and his lookalikes in Minneapolis and Seattle. They're all taking Soviet-era redistribution of wealth policies. And I think that's going to be the final shake in this last run-up to the election.
Yeah, I mean, it's terrifying that we are this close to a lot of Americans accepting these ideas and welcoming them into their cities like New York and Seattle, like you mentioned, John. I want to talk about Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene. She has been calling out Speaker Mike Johnson on not addressing high health care costs. Now, they had a long conversation. There was a conference between Republicans and a lot was discussed. But according to MTG, there were really no solutions that were brought forth. And John, she highlighted the fact that this has been an issue since the early 2000s or during Obama's term and how it was exacerbated in 2001 by Democrats. But the bottom line is that Republicans, no one's found a solution. Democrats haven't, but Republicans haven't either.
Yeah, well, listen, we talked about it today with two separate lawmakers who see the issue. Democrats are going to make this issue. The Republicans have to change what the narrative is. And in our interview with Mike Johnson last week, the Speaker of the House, maybe Marjorie Taylor Greene should go back and look at this. He said, after we get done with the shutdown, we're not talking about it now, but when we're done with the shutdown, we are going to substantially revamp Obamacare because it has failed. It didn't allow you to keep your doctor. It didn't lower your premiums. And the only way it becomes viable is if every year we add more to the premiums and pay off the insurance companies early so they don't pass on the cost to you. I think that is the sort of thing that's going to happen. I just think I think Mike Johnson and the leadership want the message to just be about the shutdown now, and Marjorie Taylor Greene wants it to be about health care before the shutdown.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, John, I want to finish with a story. This is ground shaking. Of course, President Trump making huge reforms to the H-1B visa program. So Walmart has paused its hiring of H-1B visa holders. In a statement to The Hill, an unnamed spokesperson said, Walmart is committed to hiring and investing in the best talent to serve our customers while remaining thoughtful about our H-1B hiring approach. John, I'm pretty sure that fine that President Trump imposed had a lot to do with it.
Make America workers first ahead of Chinese or other workers. I mean, it's happening all across the board. And whether you love them or don't, President Trump is having a profound effect in reshaping an economy that kind of swung out of control for a long time. The American worker is going to be the beneficiary of that swing if Republicans stand by the president.
Yeah, I shouldn't say fine. It's technically a fee. But anyway. John, I love what you got out of Senator Marsha Blackburn regarding suing Biden DOJ officials, and I just keep wondering if that's going to turn into a class action lawsuit, because during that administration they did a whole lot of spying on a whole lot of people. All right, everybody, thanks so much for joining us tonight. We'll be back here tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern. Grant Stinchfield is going to take you through the next hour. Have a great night.